Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. Jason Lawhead here. I want to say this real quick. Thanks to French Quarter's Guest Apartment for being our New York City hotel. Let them be your headquarters in New York City. Go to FrenchQuartersNY.com to book your next stay. FrenchQuartersNY.com to book your next stay. We've been talking for Fessenda. Jason did his great impression. We were bull crapping a little bit about stuff I used to make up, but we have the actual John Fessenda. We're teasing it. A little clip for you young people. Listen to this voice.
I just want to.
It was fiercely fought, but frightfully hard. Let's take that over again.
The Chiefs responded to the Vikings score by returning to the strategy. Oh, now. Middlebackadon Dant. Oh, shoot. Not even the wizardry of Fred Belitnikoff, you bastard name there. Men like
See, Mike, the best ever mispronounced.
Beulah, you son of a bitch. I hope I didn't say that last word. Forgive me, Mayor Cooper, Mayor Maxima Cooper. I have sinned before thee and God and everyone.
What? Wow. A little verbal exercise there.
Well, we found out that the guy who replaced him replaced his replacement at NFL Films is Scott Graham, who did games for CN8. I did games next to Scott Graham for 3 years, listening to that voice. And we don't have clips of him, but man, just as good.
Right.
I think Scott Graham will be the classic voice in 20 years.
To not be anything, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying
It's amazing.
But he's still his name's Scott Graham, where this guy's name was John Fessenda.
I know, even had the name.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing he's missing. He's got the great voice, but Scott Graham.
How about, for modern day players we were doing during the commercial, how about Des Bryant? Des Bryant beat up his mother like no other player on the planet Earth. His mother talked crap, and Des wouldn't take it. After knocking her out, he went out and caught 18 passes.
And then abandoned his team on the field with 1:30 left.
Nobody said the N-word like Richie
big.
Incognito.
Other than Bill Romanowski.
When Richie Incognito left a racist voicemail, you knew it was time to play football.
You know what, though? Look at the Miami Dolphins. Look at what they're doing now. After the whole distraction, and it's still going on. I mean, Incognito, they're still working that whole thing out. Jonathan Martin's still not back, and they're in playoff contention. They're in the 6th spot right now.
Vince Lombardi said it best. Nothing motivates a team like a racist tirade. He used to put them down himself. No one said the N-word like Vince Lombardi.
Well, something's working.
Something's working, yeah.
I really think they're the 6th seed, right?
No, Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
Baltimore's win tonight keeps them in that tiebreaker.
I
said a couple weeks ago Baltimore's going to the Super Bowl.
No.
Really?
Well, let me tell you something.
way.
They know how to beat all these teams. I'm going to tell you something.
I said it a year ago.
Other than the opener where Peyton went nuts on them, they haven't lost by, I think, more than 3 points. They know how to beat these teams. They can go into New England.
You're saying they're still a quality team.
I'm telling you, Denver is vulnerable every week. They get more vulnerable. This game against San Diego at home was a big proof in the pudding. Without Gronkowski, the Patriots are terrible in the red zone. No. The Colts are not ready to win.
I don't believe
the Bengals are not ready to win.
Bengals, no.
And I'm going to tell you something. These guys aren't afraid. They've been there. They've got Elvis Dumerville back. They still have Suggs. They've got players in place.
Chances are they're not going to make the playoffs.
Oh yeah, they will. They'll win out, and they will.
They have the same record as Miami. If they don't win out, they don't make it to the playoffs.
Well, Miami's got to win out as well.
And no, they're playing the Patriots, right? Who's Baltimore play the next 2 weeks?
I think they
Patriots, then the Bengals.
Patriots.
I mean, that's
Patriots
rough,
at home,
man.
and then they're at Cincinnati for the final game.
That's as rough
just
as it gets.
Just won in Detroit, where a lot of people thought they were going to lose. Everybody called them to lose tonight.
I love seeing surprises. I do.
I still think they're going to the Super Bowl. AFC.
Okay, there you go. That's a good look. I respect that prediction.
That is ballsy.
Saints Ravens.
Nobody snapped a towel like Jerry Sanders.
Come on.
Watch.
The two best.
John doesn't like anything I'm saying up there.
No, I don't like the Saints call. AFC, who knows? I do like the Broncos, but I hate to sound so predictable there. But, man, NFC, the two best teams.
Here, I'm going to tell you something. Sean Payton's so crooked. That guy ran a bounty program, all right? He took a whole year off. I wouldn't have been surprised if he went into Seattle a couple of weeks ago and said, boys, we ain't showing them nothing. Go get up here, get used to the cold. We'll watch their formations. We'll find out what they're doing. We'll come back here in January, and we'll sting them. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something.
You mean like you stung them last time you played in the playoffs?
Well, they had to go there. I'm going to tell you something. That was bull. I mean,
that was bull.
Seattle was 7-9 at division champ. They were 11. New Orleans was an 11-5 wild card. They got to go on the road. The NFL's got to change that.
No one put a bounty on a player's head like Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
No, the two best teams in the NFC are the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Well, the 49ers
are playing
better football. And I said yesterday after that game, I said, the 49ers, I wouldn't count them out.
No.
But I tell you what, Peyton and Breeze together, man, I'm going to tell you, they're going to be tough to beat, even if they have to go on the road.
Well, that's the thing. Not on the. I don't think
they're my preseason Super Bowl pick.
They're different
to win it, so I'm sticking with them. I'm sticking with my preseason pick.
Here's why they won't win on the road, because their offensive line, their tackles are not good enough, pass pro wise. If you're in the noise on the road, the Saints and your tackles don't get the jump that you get when you can hear the snap count at home, they're late. They're late off the snap. They get beat.
I like that criticism
consistently.
Especially a guy that played in the
on
NFL.
Speed rushes. Listen, and they can't protect Drew Brees. If you can't project Drew, then you got no shot.
His mother named him Lorenzo. His coach called him Ojo. The fans knew him as the guy who killed his wife and a waiter. The fans knew him as the Jews.
Orenthal James Simpson.
When we were younger, it sounded like he said the Jews instead of the Jews. So we would do that like their mother named them Leonard and Irving. Their coach called them Sonny Boy. The fans knew them as the Jews. I recall one Yom Kippur Sunday when the Jews refused to wear helmets over their yarmulkes. With only the protection of God guarding their heads, the Jews rushed for a total of 240 yards. And then did the team's accounting.
All under the salary cap.
And they got them under the cap. The Jews. Back after this. Hey, welcome back. Last 2 minutes of the Artie Lange Show. Great Jason Lawhead's here. Jason, you got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, you know what? New Year's Eve night, 8 o'clock p.m. at the Wiltern in L.A., the Wiltern Theater, the famous Wiltern. I'll be opening for Bill Burr.
Oh, man,
and,
that's a show.
Yeah.
Billy Burr he's fantastic.
He's one of the best ever, I think.
He's a very, very, very good comedian.
I mean, he churns it out constantly.
I like you, so it's going to be a great show.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's at 8 o'clock p.m. New Year's Eve. If you're not going out, you'll be out of there before the ball drops. You can still go some other place. And then me, Billy, and a couple buddies, we all go to the Rose Bowl the next day. So, John, we changed numbers. You're coming to see your Stanford Cardinal. I'm going to invite you over to the tailgate.
Go to the Wiltern.
Yeah, come to the Wiltern. He's going to be in
I'm in Hermosa.
We talked about you. He's in Hermosa that
night. Not that bad.
I don't know where that is comparatively.
It's like a 40-minute drive to probably Wiltern from Hermosa.
It's LA. It's basically
everything's
LA
45
proper.
minutes. Yeah. But we do a heck of a tailgate. Last year I smoked a 4-pound beef rib.
Wow.
Wrapped it in. I dry rubbed it, wrapped it in bacon, and then I made my own Memphis mop sauce out of a Guinness stew. I made and just brushed that thing. We smoked it for about 4.5 hours. We get there early, 7 a.m. Put the smoker on.
That sounds good.
That does sound nice.
We killed it last
Everything
year.
except getting there at 4 a.m.
No, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Well, 4 a.m. Yeah.
You're going to do a gig and then get there at 4 a.m.?
8 o'clock gig. You know what?
So you're not going to bed, right?
Yeah, we might get knock off for a few hours. We get there. We make sure we want to get parked by 7:30 a.m. We're one of the earliest ones there.
Or just do coke. I mean, unless are you an addict? If you're not an addict, just do coke.
Yeah, right.
I wish I wasn't. I can't do it. But I'm so envious of people who could just do blow.
That's funny.
You're
That's
a comedian.
hilarious.
It's New Year's Eve. Just do blow. Go do some cocaine. Unless it's a problem.
I'm sure I could find it in the Wiltern somewhere that night. I'm sure you're right.
Are you
Exactly.
kidding me?
Yeah,
Are you
absolutely.
kidding me?
Get the security guard. Hey,
There's
I need to
some
stay up
Molly.
tonight. Yeah.
Although dry rubbed beef on Molly.
Yeah, that is-
you'll end up having sex with it. But that's going to be a good show. So I've played the Wiltern before. It's a great theater. and that's a great gig. It's right in the heart of
Koreatown, right on Wilshire and Western. That's why they call it the Wiltern. Wilshire and Western.
That's right.
Meet at the Wiltern Theater. It's famous. I think the Stones played there. I mean, it's got tons of lineage. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait to do that show and then do the Rose Bowl. And then, tentatively, I'm coming back here early February to shoot the Access Live comedy show, possibly.
Oh, no kidding.
You know what? I'm working on a date, and I'd love to come back. And
I got offered to host it again. It might be the same show.
Oh, hopefully we'll work it out on the same show. I'll talk to Mazzilli.
I got to see. I'm not sure. I hosted it just 2 months ago. They offered it again, which I'm flattered by, but I'm taping a special in April. I don't know. I want to blow
You're
more
only
material.
doing about,
it's 10 minutes.
It's 10 to host, right? And then
I may be overthinking it. You're right.
Okay.
It's 10 minutes to host. Boucher just remembered he was at that Lorraine gig with me.
Oh, yeah?
It was so much fun. I love that town.
Yeah, that's right.
That little strip of town there, and you got the legendary lighthouse. It's one of the oldest lighthouses on the Great Lakes.
It was nice.
And you know that the Edmund Fitzgerald, you know the song, the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Sure.
That was bound for Cleveland, but that ship was supposed to stop in our port as well to dump some iron ore that was coming out of Superior, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah.
And it was out of Superior, and that was another business that left us. We had ore pellets that they used to bring in from Superior.
Ore pellets.
Because what happened was we had the Cuyahoga River means Crooked River, couldn't get the 1,000-footers in, the ships. But our river could, so they bring the 1,000-footers into ours, then the 700-footers would come and pick them up.
How about that? Barty Garamani, thank you. Kelly James, thank you. Casey Stern, thank you. Jason Lawhead, you're a regular on the show now, buddy. Come back anytime.
Thanks, buddy. I will.
At the Wiltern in L.A. with Bill Burr, New Year's Eve. Take care.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.